out. And QC is looking for Nightmare on Peachtree. It could be over for MVH as it just begins, but MVH, no, quickly reverses. He reverses it in his spinning tombstone pile driver. Seth Rollins taking his moment. Huge powerbomb to the outside, pinning. 1, 2, 3, oh my God. And just like that, MVH and Seth Rollins are going to the main event of Refuse to Lose. It's time! Ladies and gentlemen, after a long break due to unforeseen circumstances, we are back with more Syndicate Pro Wrestling action. And tonight is episode 4, the final episode before Refuse to Lose, our first ever premium live event here on the SPW YouTube channel. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, we have an amazing evening of wrestling action for you here tonight. And let me tell you, I have never been more happy to be back after such a long break. But starting tonight, we have amazing matches featuring the likes of Alex Vega, Louise Bates, some new debuts, and even a junior heavyweight contendership match between two people that I have personally selected. That the winner of that will go head-to-head against Ken Washington. But tonight, we are here for some action. We are here for some SPW action. We're going to get started as soon as possible. And it seems like we're already starting off hot as Gigi Jordan is not waiting for the beginning of the show to come out here tonight. She is making her entrance here tonight in Montreal, Quebec, Canada right now. I have no plans why Gigi Jordan will be showing up here tonight. I didn't hear any word of her backstage planning to come out here, but it looks like she's in her ring here. Maybe she's looking to compete tonight, or maybe she has a message to share with the SPW crowd. Regardless, we're starting out tonight's episode hot with Gigi Jordan, the Cherry Bomb, here tonight. Well, I can personally speak for every single fan here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, when I say we love the Cherry Bomb. She might have walked out on her match last week, or in our last episode, but I can say that Gigi Jordan has quickly become a fan favorite here in SPW after showing her ability against Lacy Smith. And it looks like Gigi's going to grab a mic.
SPW, is this y'all? Cause I'm looking around this arena and all I see are fat, ugly, basement-dwelling losers. And you want to know the difference between Gigi Jordan and the losers watching her? I'm in this bitch, baby. I compete. You've never stepped foot in this ring, but you feel the need to boo me? Yeah, okay, I walked out of my match last week with Lacy, but so what? Let me ask you this, SPW. Did I not prove that I'm the real deal? Did I not prove to y'all that if I really wanted to, that I could have snapped that skank Lacy's arm last week? But instead, I decided to let that timer run out. I decided to let a draw happen. Because when I beat Lacy Smith, it won't be on no regularly scheduled programming. I'm the motherfucking Cherry Bomb, baby. I deserve to win the SPW Women's World Championship at Refuse to Lose, so that everyone here knows exactly who the top bitch is. And if you want to boo me for that, girl, go right ahead. Just make sure you keep that same energy when I'm holding up the top belt here in SPW.
Well, Gigi Jordan making a statement, but it looks like she got the attention of Lacy Smith, what could have been in her plans all along, because here comes the huntress, Lacy Smith, to respond to Gigi Jordan here tonight. Gigi Jordan obviously sharing some interesting words. She said she doesn't quite care about the fans, whether they love her or hate her. She said she even wanted that draw last week against Lacy Smith. But I mean, who knows? It looks like Lacy Smith had the final laugh with the California Dream, and she could have ended that match before the draw happened. So is Gigi Jordan just trying to get some heat back on herself, some attention back onto this matchup? Or does she really mean what she says in that she wanted the draw, she wanted the bigger spotlight, she wanted Refuse to Lose against Lacy Smith? But we're about to see the response of Lacy Smith as Lacy Smith is coming down after Gigi shares her words to begin episode 4 of SPW.
When they told me I was going to be facing you for the women's title, I was shocked. I mean, who the hell even is Gigi Jordan? But then we fought, and well, I wasn't really that impressed. But you and I drew something that no one was expecting, and you walked out, slapping the faces of all the fans who paid their hard-earned money to watch me become champ. You want to talk about how you deserve the spotlight, but you haven't earned shit. At this point, I would rather fight a wet paper bag, but unlike you, I'm going to finish what I started and end you at Refuse to Lose. But until that point, I'm going to show everyone what kind of champ I'm going to be, because tonight, I'm talking to Adam Epps and getting a match against Cassidy Ray to help my best friend Ashley get her revenge. Because a real champ makes sure that she always gets the job done.
Well, Lacy Smith shares her words with Gigi Jordan and makes her way out of the arena, promising to have a match later tonight. And if Lacy Smith wants it, Lacy Smith will get it. She doesn't even need to have a conversation with me, because I promise you, Lacy Smith will be competing against Cassidy Ray in the main event of episode 4 of SPW. So says it, the owner of SPW, the Enterprise, Adam Epps. But in the meantime, we have to talk about Gigi Jordan and Lacy Smith at Refuse to Lose. In only a short amount of time, this has become the most must-see women's feud in all of wrestling. We see Lacy Smith, we see the new rookie, Gigi Jordan, facing off Refuse to Lose for the Women's Championship. And Lacy just said it herself, she doesn't care about Gigi Jordan. She thinks Gigi Jordan disrespects the fans. Gigi Jordan doesn't care about disrespecting the fans. All she wants is the spotlight, and it's going to have to go through Lacy Smith to get it. But we're going to have to wait till Refuse to Lose to find out as we continue the action here tonight, right after this.
Baby bet, ayy, couple racks, ayy, couple Grammys on him, couple blacks, ayy, that's a fact, ayy, throw it back, ayy, and this one is for the champion, ain't lost since I began, yo, funny how you said it was the yeah, you know we did it again, yo, I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. Get your soul, just tell him ain't laying low. You was never really rooting for me anyway. When I'm back up at the top, I wanna hear you say, you don't run from nothing, dog. Get your soul, just tell him that the break is over.
Welcome back from our commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring you down to ringside action as we start off with match number 1 of week 4 with our newest debut from our friends down south. It is yet another Luchador Rey de Leon. And let me tell you, after the amazing debut of Rey de Lucha, yet another Rey Luchador, I had to find another Luchador. I had to find another top Mexican talent. That brings us to Rey de Leon coming here, making his debut here tonight, and I could not be more excited for his debut. This man has competed all over Mexico. He has shown everyone that he is a top, premier, up-and-coming luchador, and tonight he goes head-to-head against Alex Vega. Alex Vega obviously on a hot streak, absolutely destroying Vontae Knott the last time he competed, but here tonight he goes against an unproven unknown commodity in Rey de Leon, as Rey de Leon looks to pick up the victory in his debut, but Alex Vega looks to continue his hot ways. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for an amazing match to start at episode 4. Well, as Rey gets settled into the ring, the music hits, and the man we all know is Alex Vega, the beast we all know is Alex Vega, is prepared to make his entrance yet another time here at SPW, yet another time in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, as Rey de Leon can only wait to face off against a man he doesn't know, against a monster he doesn't know. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Alex Vega. And obviously, as we all know, Alex Vega showed dominance in his matchup against Vontae Knott in his last time out. I mean, Vontae Knott tried to get the upper hand. He tried to use his speed and his ability. Obviously, that ended up sending him to the hospital as he had a beautiful springboard maneuver right into an uppercut by Alex Vega. Not even an uppercut, a straight forearm shot. My apologies, I misremembered it. But Alex Vega has been nothing short of a monster since losing in the triple threat originally to Rey de Lucha, another luchador. So, I mean, we've already seen him lose against a luchador style before. Will this repeat itself, or will Alex Vega continue up his winning ways, continue up his dominance? We're about to find out right now in week 1. Not week 1, match 1. Week 4, Syndicate Pro Wrestling. Alex Vega is getting settled into the ring. He is looking confident here tonight in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I cannot wait to see what these two are going to bring out in this matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Rey de Leon is set up in his corner. Alex Vega is set up in his. And these two are about to go face to face for the first time, meeting in the middle. Rey immediately brings it to Alex Vega, sending him into the mat. And these two obviously have never faced off before. They don't know each other's abilities. They don't know each other's skills. But regardless, these two are going to fight for their position here, as entering and refuse to lose. Every single win, and more importantly, every single loss matters. So Alex Vega needs to continue on his winning ways, and if he looks for a cover here, can he get the quick pin against De Leon? No. Alex Vega slowing down the pace, getting some mounted punches onto De Leon, wanting to make sure that De Leon does not use his speed to his advantage, but De Leon quickly reverses Vega. Once again, though, not able to get any kind of advantage against Vega. The two just sort of figuring each other out as we enter the early stage of this matchup. Just trying to figure out what each man holds in their wheelhouse. De Leon, though, delivering some stomps and smashing the head of Alex Vega to the canvas. Quickly bringing up to the top turnbuckle early in this match. What does De Leon have planned for here? Huge body splash goes De Leon onto Vega. Not falling for the pin attempt. De Leon still just looking to deal some damage, looking to impress in his debut here in SPW. Obviously, all the fans do not know him. Most of these fans are not familiar with the Mexican wrestling scene, but this is another top-tier luchador here in SPW, looking to showcase his abilities here in Canada. Alex Vega obviously wanting to showcase that he's still strong following that victory from Vontae Knott. If you're Alex Vega, you don't want to lose many more matches. He goes for the cover again. Quick cover. 1, 2. Of a huge power bomb, but no, De Leon quickly rolls back out. But as I was saying, if you're Vega, you want to stack up as many wins as possible, leading for an opportunity at a possible title opportunity, either being that the junior heavyweight or the provincial or even the heavyweight title. Alex Vega could be going for if he keeps up his dominant ways like what we saw against Vontae Knott. Alex throwing DeLeon to the outside of the ring, staring him down. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are at 10-second countouts, and it is pure concrete on the outside. I thought it was a fun call to make when I first started this show, but let me tell you, there has been a lot of brutal attacks on the outside of the ring since we've started SPW. Alex Vega tossing Ray DeLeon into the staircase as he goes back into the ring. Ray looking to recover, and Alex just looking at his prey on the outside. Alex going back to the outside after a few seconds. Looks to be doing more damage, resets the count. What do we got here? Huge power bomb! And he's not finished yet, Samoan drop! That's gotta hurt on the concrete outside, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you. But Ray looking to fight back, looking to throw Alex Vega, dropping the elbow drop onto Alex Vega. He's looking to fight back. He's looking not to just take his beating lying down. Alex Vega, though, fighting back just as hard. Both men have so much on the line in this matchup. This is why I booked the way I do, ladies and gentlemen. Both these men have to win this match. Both these men cannot fathom losing right now. We have a new debut versus a man who has a possible title shot if he can continue up his winning ways. Both these men cannot lose this, and that's why they're both fighting so hard in this matchup. DeLeon looking to take advantage as he sends Alex Vega into the corner. Some kicks to the midsection as Alex falls down, and Ray looks hyped up. Setting Vega off the rope, and a huge knee connects to the head of Vega. That could be it. He could be out. 1, 2, no. Well, Ray looks to be in some serious control right now after the huge kick to the head of Alex Vega. But it doesn't look like Alex Vega is phased at all as he's dropping DeLeon with his own maneuvers himself. And once again, we see the power of Alex Vega. Yet another power bomb. Vega, obviously one of the strongest men on this roster here tonight. I mean, not even here tonight, just in general, one of the strongest men. And he's about to showcase that strength. But no, Ray quickly reverses. What does Ray have planned? He's looking to get Alex Vega back in the corner. Ray DeLeon really likes to minimize the space between his opponents as he continuously brings Alex Vega into the corner. Dropping those kicks to the midsection, working the limbs, working the body. He's fighting smart here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He's trying to get the advantage by taking out the limbs, taking out the body, taking out everything he can to set up big maneuvers like this. What does Ray DeLeon have planned? Oh my God! Superplex! And Ray not going for the cover, just looking for that superplex to just show up for the fans here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Ray DeLeon sending Alex Vega off the ropes, ducks under. What does Ray have planned? Another huge knee. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me count for you. 1, 2, no! I could have sworn that was it for Alex Vega, but Alex Vega continues to fight back. Like I said, he just can't take the loss here tonight, and he knows it. He's trying to get some space away from Ray, but Ray's waiting for him right in the corner once again. It is exactly where he wants his opponent, in the corner. Once again, bringing Alex Vega to the top rope. Could he be going for it again? Could he be going for it again? No! Alex Vega fighting back this time and throwing Ray to the ground. Quickly getting out of that corner. Alex Vega smartly dodging the attacks of Ray. You do not want to go for 2 superplexes in one match. That would definitely take any man out, despite how strong Vega is. But Ray continuing his brutal offense. For such a small man, he surely packs a punch as he is bringing it to Alex Vega here tonight. He is waving goodnight to Alex Vega. Once again, Vega going into the corner. Ray DeLeon minimizing the space. And there is nothing Vega can do as he's just trying to gather his bearings but Rey de Leon will not let him as he's just stomping on his chest. Rey de Leon taking a few seconds to catch his breath as he's once again going to send Alex Vega off the ropes into a spear. A huge spear to Alex Vega, and Alex Vega continues to be out on his feet, but he is sending Rey de Leon off the ropes. Rey, though, quickly reverses it, sending Alex off the other set of ropes. What can he be looking for here? Up and over. Huge knee. Misses. Right into a sister Abigail from Alex Vega. That is all she wrote. 1, 2. No. You can see the frustration on the face from Alex Vega. I mean, I spoke to Alex a little bit backstage when I had a chance. He was talking about how big of an opportunity it is every night to go out and compete in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, as he just knocks out Rey de Leon. But Rey still looks to have a bit of consciousness left in him as Alex Vega continues to bring the fight to him. But as I was saying, talking to Alex Vega, he's talked about how much competing in Canada, you know, showing off his Samoan pride, his Samoan God-given abilities, how great it is to compete in Canada and showcase that for the Canadian fans. And he wants to continue to showcase how strong, how naturally strong and naturally talented he is as a Samoan here in Canada. And he just can't wait to compete more in SPW. And that's why I gave him this shot. I mean, this man wants to compete. He loves the thrill of fighting. But Rey de Leon just is talented at fighting. I mean, he's the luchador style. He must have been fighting since he's a young child. He's been used to this kind of fast-paced, strong style. No matter what you bring to Rey de Leon, he's been used to it. He might be a young man, but he's had plenty of years in the game, plenty of years to master his craft, and he's displaying it. He's putting on display here tonight against Alex Vega. Once again, using the corner to his advantage. Rey de Leon sending Alex into the barricade. What does Rey have planned for here as he looks to be stomping out Alex Vega into the corner, setting up Alex Vega into the corner and going to the top rope? What does Rey de Leon have planned here? It looks like he might be going for a little coast to coast. Oh my God! 1, 2, 3, no! Holy shit! He just went coast to coast into a powerbomb, and Rey de Leon kicks out. Alex Vega says, "Get up!" He's not done yet. He's looking for a spear. Rey de Leon off the ropes. Back, huge lariat! Oh my God! 1, 2, 3. Oh my God! What a finish from Alex Vega and Rey de Leon. I'm still catching my bearings. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it all started when Rey de Leon wanted to go coast to coast, but was caught into a power bomb by Alex Vega. Going for the cover, didn't pay for it. So Vega wanted a spear, but Rey de Leon dodges it, sends Vega to the ropes, which still didn't stop Vega, who bounces off the ropes into a huge lariat, into a pin. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing match to start the night as Alex Vega picks up another win here tonight in episode 4 of SPW. I cannot believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, what a match. I mean, we're gonna continue on with the action as we get into women's action next, right after this break.
What it is, y'all. Center Hill, see the half, what it do? Hey, Church Street, South Grand, stand up. Yeah. Here we go.
I said this before and I'm going to say it again. Seth? Why are you so scared, bro? Why are you so intimidated? Why are you so nervous that I have this title? Is it because you know? Is it because you understand? Is it because you realize that now that I have it, it's not going anywhere? Is it because in the past, you've seen me close up and you know how great I am and how much better I can be? Is it because you know that no matter how many companies you've been in, to know that I wasn't in the same place as you, which means we never got to handle this, that all of them accolades don't matter. They mean nothing. Because you know, like I know, that on any given night, it can happen. And you and I know that there's certain people with certain skill sets that it doesn't matter anytime, any night, any place. It's not at any given Sunday. Their standard is so high that regardless, the outcome is the same. You can even say it's inevitable. And you know that one of those few people is me. This ain't about EMP. We don't care nothing about him. We don't care nothing about CDC. He the newbie. He trying to do what we did 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. He's irrelevant. He's the fly on the wall that's just there. That's just nagging. That's just in the way. I'm not worried about him. I'm not worried about you. But make no mistake, if I allow you, I don't care what F says, if I allow you to step in the ring with me, it's over. It's over. And I'm not saying that to convince myself, because I don't need convincing. It's you. Because see, you have such an ignorance about you that you will convince yourself that you deserve this match, that you belong here, and you don't. So I hope you're training. I hope that you're pushing yourself to your limits every single day that you wake up, because it will be a mistake if you get in the ring with the one true SPW champion.
Welcome back to more SPW action as we continue on tonight. We just had an amazing match between Alex Vega and Ray DeLeon. If you missed it, I recommend you go back and watch it, because there's no better finish than that. But coming out is the power of positivity herself, Louise Bates. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, after her loss to Lacy Smith, Louise Bates has been looking to come back. She's been looking to make her mark. You saw it. She had an interview a few weeks ago where she said to the camera crew backstage, listen, it was disappointing to lose to Lacy Smith, but this doesn't end my story. This doesn't stop my positivity. This will not be the end. This will not be the last time you hear Louise Bates here in SPW. Obviously, there was a bit of a weird glitch at the end of that interview, but regardless, the statement stays the same. Louise Bates is looking to make her mark here in SPW, and she's doing that next with women's action against a brand new debut. She's looking to come out with the victory here tonight in SPW Week 4, match number 2. As Louise Bates gets set up in the ring, we await the newest debut to the women's roster. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Rumi, our newest signing from Japan, bringing more strong style wrestling to Canada, to Montreal, Quebec, Canada, here in SPW. Rumi is looking to make her debut tonight against Louise Bates. And let me tell you, I know, a lot of people might not know who Rumi is. A lot of people might be questioning this signing, but let me tell you, I am super excited to have this wrestler here. Once again, another young, up-and-coming talent, a possible star in the making is Rumi. She signs here to SPW, looking to make her name in the women's division, and it all starts with Louise Bates here tonight. As Rumi gets set up in the ring, and the positive one, Louise Bates, is outside. Both of them come to the middle to meet. Louise Bates, Rumi. And we get this match started off. Match number 2, week 4. The two meet in the center of the ring, and Rumi is immediately bringing it to Louise Bates with an arm crank. But let me tell you, these two are really put in this match to showcase who has what. I really booked this match because I thought, who is able to showcase that they want it more? The debut or the one coming off a loss? The one saying that she has much more to give. These two women have so much ability to showcase, but they have yet to really tap that potential. That tonight, they're facing each other to show who wants it more, who can prove more to me that they are an up-and-comer in the women's division. Rumi or Louise Bates, and that's why these two women are fighting here tonight. Louise Bates, though, immediately bringing it to Rumi here tonight, sending her off the ropes. And once again, going back to that interview Louise Bates had, I said it all in the beginning of her entrance, but she really wants to stress that this is not the last time that you will hear of Louise Bates. This is not the last time she will be going for the Women's World Championship. And even though it might be Gigi Jordan versus Lacy Smith for that Women's Championship who refused to lose, Louise Bates will surely have another shot at it in the foreseeable future. But that is if she can topple the mountain that is Rumi right now. Rumi doing some damage to her on the ropes here. Taking full advantage of our Canadian rules. We embrace a bit more of strong style wrestling, a bit more of some hardcore wrestling, a bit more damage, if you will. Rumi obviously she doesn't shy away from the strong style. It's what she was raised up on when she first started wrestling. Go for that big boot in the corner, but Louise Bates quickly reverses it, getting out of the corner, but walks right into a head kick. The two are exchanging, but kicks and punches back and forth here as Louise Bates goes for a little bit of a monkey flip here. It's always exciting to see Louise Bates work in the ring, as her style is so different and unique. It's so interesting to just watch her process here in the ring. But Rumi is someone we've never seen before, bringing it to Louise Bates with these kicks. Louise quickly dodging out of the way, once again sending Louise Bates off the ropes. What does Rumi have planned for here? Pop up into the knee, into a head kick, and that could be it for Louise Bates. Just a one count. Rumi trying to get the crowd on her side as she's hyping up into a little bit of a cartwheel body splash there. But Louise doesn't let her face it at all. That moment of taunting might have cost Rumi. No, these two women are back and forth all night, continuing to play possum. Who is going to be the first one to stop? Louise Bates, though, going to the top rope, telling Rumi to get up. What does she have planned for here? Huge hit to the head, and that could be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, no. Louise Bates seems a little bit upset, but we're only 3 minutes in this match. You can't expect to be able to defeat your opponent that quick, especially here at SPW. I mean, there's a reason why we have a 20-minute time clock on all our matches. It's because a lot of matches need that much time. A lot of matches go the distance here in SPW. These two women are showcasing it. They're back and forth fighting here. They are back and forth brawling here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. To do a pin so early, I mean, you can't be expecting to get a giant win. But here's Louise Bates with some maneuvers against Rumi. Getting the crowd on her side is Louise Bates, and she's looking to charge back into the corner with a huge elbow to the side of the face. Now sending Rumi to the outside of the ring. The crowd is deep into this match. Rumi versus Louise Bates, as Louise Bates might have hit her head off the concrete floor on the outside. 10 seconds to get to her feet and get back into the ring, though, as Louise Bates is telling Rumi to get back up, also she can hit her back onto the ground. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that ground is unforgiving. It is just pure concrete. The crowd has matched the fighters, the wrestlers inside the ring, or better off outside the ring, do not. The crowd is treated better than our wrestlers here at SPW, let me tell you that, ladies and gentlemen. Rumi, though, continue to bring the fight to Louise Bates on the outside of the ring. Sending her back to the inside, though, wanting to save herself from a bit of that damage from the concrete. But Louise Bates immediately gets back up, and she's looking to send Rumi back outside. What does Louise Bates have planned for here? She's eyeing it up. She's eyeing it up. Huge drop kick to Rumi on the outside. Rumi hitting her head off the concrete. Now Louise Bates sending her back in the ring. She could go for the pin here, but no. She wants to do more damage against the Rumi from Rumi. Louise Bates, though, dealing more damage as I predicted. But Rumi immediately bringing it back. Now the two women want to showcase who is stronger, who is tougher, who hits harder as a bit of war of fists start. Rumi bringing it back to Louise Bates. Louise Bates bringing it back to Rumi. The back and forth will never end as both women just want to remain dominant here. Both women look for their first win, and Rumi just might get it. She goes for the pin one. Just a 1 count, wow. Rumi obviously winning that exchange of fists. Being from Japan, she's used to the hard strikes. She's used to the strong style. Louise Bates, though, needs to recover quick. Otherwise, Rumi's going to deal some major damage onto the power of positivity herself, Louise Bates. Shrugging the dirt off her shoulders, Rumi saying this is no big sweat. She's had bigger challenges before, and she's looking to put away Louise Bates right now. And ladies and gentlemen, that could be all she wrote for Louise Bates. 1, 2, no! The crowd chanting women's wrestling. These two women are showing back and forth. They are showing some major class. They are showing some major ability. Louise Bates in a bad way right now. But as we've seen in the match against Lacy Smith, she can always come back in a split second. The power of positivity is never out. But she might be out on her feet as she just got that huge boot to the head. Louise Bates looks to be in a bad way. Rumi, though, trying to deal some damage. Louise reverses that huge kick. It could have been deadly. But what does Louise have planned for here? Kick to the head. And Louise Bates not following it up with a pinfall. Instead, trying to get some momentum in this matchup. Looking towards the ropes. What she got planned for here? Another kick to the head. And now, Louise Bates picking up and slamming the leg into the ground. Trying to stop Rumi from doing some major damage, celebrating, but Rumi immediately back up. Oh my God! Avalanche German suplex to Louise Bates. Louise Bates was celebrating. Rumi takes advantage, and I don't think anyone saw this coming as Rumi has just taken out Louise Bates. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, in the middle of the match where no one saw it coming, what the hell's going on? What just happened to the broadcast? Ladies and gentlemen, I can't see anything with the broadcast right now. We are in a total blackout. I don't know what's going on. Are we back? Are we back? Incompetence. You guys are nothing. You guys are idiots. You know that? You guys are idiots. You can't even simply keep a broadcast going. You have to follow the broadcast. Idiots. Okay. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for that error. It seems someone in the production crew, who are all getting fired after the show, by the way, messed up and we lost our broadcast for a few moments there. But as I was saying, Rumi defeats Louise Bates here tonight. Louise Bates trying to showcase for the crowd here tonight, but obviously fell into the trap that is Rumi, playing a bit of possum into a huge avalanche German suplex, which comes out of nowhere. And then Rumi finishes it with a pinfall against Louise Bates. But what an amazing match, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to continue the action here tonight as we go into our next ad break, but I will catch you after that ad break and after talking to my terrible production crew. We'll be right back after this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more SBW action as we bring it down to the third match of the evening in episode 4. It is a spotlight match between two brand new debuts, and the man coming out next is all about the fists. It's all about the fury. He's all about dealing damage here in wrestling. It is Ricky Davis. You heard it right, ladies and gentlemen. This man has made it clear in all the companies he's been involved in, fairly new to the wrestling scene, but this man just loves violence. He just loves inflicting violence. He has trained in mixed martial arts, and he has battled all over the world, and now he brings his talent to Montreal, Quebec, Canada, here in this spotlight match against another debut. Is the debut in Ricky Davis, and I can't wait to see what this man, what this monster is gonna bring, what kind of violence he's gonna inflict upon his opponent here tonight. Ricky Davis, obviously, you've seen him if you watch our friends over at KP or our friends over at OLW, but Ricky Davis has had a history of beating his opponents and beating them in hardcore fashion. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can do that here in his debut here tonight. But who will Ricky Davis be facing off against? There is no way! Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming you for the first time to Syndicate Pro Wrestling, it is Johnny Emerald, the God of War! I cannot believe we acquired this signing. We have Johnny Emerald here in SPW. He is here in this spotlight match to take on Ricky Davis. The God of War, Johnny Emerald, is here, and he's looking to come out with his first ever victory here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. This man has made a name for himself all over the wrestling world, and now he brings his talent to SPW, Syndicate Pro Wrestling of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And yes, he has signed on the dotted line. Johnny Emerald has joined the Syndicate alongside Ricky Davis, and tonight the two men go head to head to see who can come out this spotlight match with the first ever victory in SPW. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after those amazing debuts, we have it Ricky Davis versus Johnny Emerald, match 3, week 4. These two men are ready to go head to head. And Ricky Davis immediately bringing it to Johnny Emerald. Well, as we all know, Ricky, as I said earlier, has trained in MMA. He's trained in dealing some major damage, and that's all he's looking to do here tonight. Johnny Emerald, though, he's not afraid of a fight. He's not afraid to fight here tonight in SPW, and he's been in his fair share of scraps. He's been in his fair share of battles. He knows what it's like to take on a man who just wants to do damage, who's just trained to do damage, as Johnny Emerald quickly reverses the attack from Ricky Davis. But Ricky Davis bringing it right back to Johnny Emerald with a major hurricanrana. Johnny Emerald obviously wasn't expecting that. It's Ricky Davis just brings it to the God of War. But as I stated, these two men obviously have never faced each other before. They're not used to each other's in-ring ability. But obviously, they have trained for this moment. They have trained in the sport of professional wrestling, and they're ready to take on whoever they can get their hands on and make their mark here in SPW. Ricky Davis, though, trying to bring the fight to Johnny Emerald, bringing him into the corner. What does Ricky Davis have planned for? Just taking out the arm of the God of War. Huge hit to the head. And going for the pin. That could be it. One. Just a 1 count, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, mounted punches is Ricky Davis out of Johnny Emerald. And showing off his athleticism for the fans of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Ricky Davis going to the top rope. Trying to get some fanfare. Huge elbow drop, but misses right into a forearm for Johnny Emerald. Johnny Emerald bringing the fight to Ricky Davis. This is what I love about booking spotlight matches, ladies and gentlemen. 2 brand new debuts, 2 men looking to make their mark, and also it's 2 men that have never faced each other. We are getting new styles versus new styles. We are getting a brand new type of wrestling here tonight in SPW. A match that has never happened before. These men need to get this victory tonight. We're going to see who wants it more. Ricky Davis has been in the driver's seat for the majority of this match, though. Johnny Emerald just was not prepared for the beast in front of him that is Ricky Davis. But as I say that, Ricky Davis goes off the ropes. Johnny Emerald's ducked under. Johnny Emerald could be in the driver's seat here. Pop up. Needed a gun into a head kick. And that could be all she wrote for the cover 1. Just a 1 count. Ricky Davis, notoriously known for not just taking a beating lying down. I mean, this man can take a beating over and over and over again. He has an iron jaw. He is the definition of the word iron jaw. Ricky Davis just continuously takes this assault from Johnny Emerald, shrugs it off like it's nothing. This man has been in so many fights in his lifetime. Let me be clear. This man trained MMA just so he could be that good at kicking ass when it came down to it. He came into professional wrestling just so he could kick someone's ass. And that's what he's all about. He's all about the fight. As Johnny Emerald reverses that submission hold. Another submission attempt from Ricky Davis, trying to get his opponent to quit. What could be the most embarrassing way to lose, tapping out. For Ricky Davis, thrown to the outside of the ring by Johnny Emerald. We're on a 10 count here, ladies and gentlemen, as Ricky Davis sits on the concrete below. Johnny, though, doesn't seem to want to fight outside of the concrete. He wants this fight to remain in the ring. 1 count as it was reset by Johnny going outside the ring. 2, Ricky back in the ring at the 2 count. Johnny, though, exactly where he wanted Ricky to be as he brings him to the corner, throwing him off to the side. Johnny in the driver's seat right now as he brings Ricky to the corner. These 2 men are in a back and forth battle, but what does Johnny have planned for here? Is he's now bringing the fight to the outside. He could have a major boot to Ricky Davis as Johnny Emerald is now in the driver's seat. He is doing what he wants to do, and Ricky can't do a damn thing about it. But as I say that, I might be wrong. What does Ricky have planned for here? No, back into the ring. These 2 men want to keep the fight clean. They want to keep the fight in the ring. They don't want to do the outside damage. They don't want to do anything. They just want to beat each other's asses. As once again, Ricky going back to the strong style striking. We all know. Johnny, though, quickly reversing it back, going for the cover. I don't know if that's going to be enough. 1, 2 count. But once again, Johnny Emerald taking the beating to Ricky Davis as he knows the only way he's going to come out to victory here tonight is if he beats his opponent into submission. If he beats Ricky Davis past the point that he's ever been beaten before, past the point that he's ever taken, and gets Ricky to submit or to fall for that 3 count. But I think Ricky's more likely to submit than stay for that 3 count. Johnny Emerald continuing to do damage to the midsection of the limbs of Ricky Davis. A smart move by a true wrestler, a wrestler's wrestler. Once you take out the limbs and the body, there's nothing left to a wrestler. There's no strength, no ability, nothing can be done. And Ricky with his leg strikes and beautiful elbows, you want to take those out as quick as possible as Ricky quickly reverses it into the corner, but Johnny quickly reverses it too. Ricky's in a bad way here. What does Johnny have planned for here? Some knees to the midsection. Ricky, though, wisely rolling out as he misses a head kick from Johnny Emerald, but rolling right back into Johnny Emerald's clutches. Ricky breaking out. Ricky Davis, though, trying to control Johnny a little bit of his own, but Johnny breaking out just as well. These two men are back and forth. What does Johnny have for here? Huge knee to the face. And Johnny's hyped up, and so is the crowd here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Doesn't go for the pin, though. Johnny is not done yet. Springboard cut. Springboard stunner. Still not going for the cover. Johnny Emerald knows he needs to do some major damage on Ricky Davis. He's not done with him just yet. He's not going to go for that cover. Controlling the arm is Johnny Emerald on Ricky Davis. Ricky Davis is slowing down a little bit in pace. He's not as strong as he was 7 minutes ago at the start of this matchup. We are getting to the midway point of this matchup, and let me tell you, Ricky Davis, the fatigue is starting to set in. Ricky Davis, though, trying to set up a huge Snapdragon suplex. Doesn't get it. Johnny Emerald, right where he wants him, off the ropes. Huge knee, but misses. He miscalculates the knee, and now Ricky Davis has the chance. He has the chance to come back. He has the chance to get back in the driver's seat, but no. Johnny Emerald quickly reverses it. Johnny looking for that knee. Could have been costly, but quickly takes back control out of a tired Ricky Davis. Johnny looking for, what's he looking for here? Off the ropes. Huge knee to the head. And that could be it. 1, 2. No. Johnny looking a little bit shocked, but still embracing the fans here in SPW. In his debut, he has shown quite an ability. He has taken on Ricky Davis, and he has not backed down. Ricky's thrown everything he could at him, and Johnny Emerald continues to fight. But Ricky continues to fight just as hard as he wants to show everyone backstage why he is the toughest SOB here in SPW. Johnny Emerald, though, remains in the driver's seat. No, Ricky quickly reversing that. Could this be the moment he wanted? Huge kick to the head. Ricky needs to take control, but he needs to slow down the pace at the same time. Huge suplex. That's what Ricky needs to do, though. He needs to slow down the pace a little bit. He needs to regain his composure. He doesn't seem to be slowing down at all. As once again, he goes for that kick to the corner, but Johnny reverses it. He cannot play at his own pace right now. He needs to slow down the pace. It's the only way you're going to get the advantage over Johnny Emerald. Johnny Emerald is in full control of this matchup right now, and if Ricky Davis doesn't see that, he is blind. He needs to take control, and he needs to regain his composure, because right now this man is fighting off a tilt. And as I say that, Johnny Emerald, a huge knee to the head, and that could be all she wrote for Ricky Davis. 1, 2, no. Ricky Davis came out swinging, but he quickly gassed out, and Johnny Emerald took advantage of that. What will it take for Ricky Davis to regain control in this matchup as he continues to fight back, but he's playing at too high of a pace right now. Johnny Emerald could match the pace. Ricky Davis cannot, but Ricky Davis fighting Johnny Emerald in the corner. Once again going back to his corner. Once again going off the ropes. And now nailing Johnny Emerald with that head kick in the corner. What he's been looking for this entire time. Back to the mounted punches is Ricky Davis. And now he needs to just slow down the pace a little bit. But he's not about that life. He's not about that life. He's about inflicting damage. We all know that. I said that before, but I don't know how much longer he can continue up this high fire tempo that he's wrestling at. It doesn't matter because Ricky Davis is looking to end it right here, right now, against Johnny Emerald. What's he looking for here? Could he be going for the cover? One hand on, 1, 2, no. You gotta think if he was able to get that full pin, he might have had a better shot. But as it stands right now, he was not able to get the full pin, and he was not able to get the win against Johnny Emerald. Ricky Davis not done yet, though. Continues to fight against Johnny Emerald, who hits a giant knee to the face of Ricky Davis, but does not elect to go for the pin. The difference between these two men right now is that Johnny Emerald's looking to deal damage. Ricky Davis continues to go for pins while Johnny Emerald just continues to look for damage. It's interesting how the roles reversed as Johnny Emerald showing off some athleticism with a huge maneuver there. Going for the pin, 1, 2, can this be it? No. Johnny Emerald definitely upset. But as I was saying before, Johnny Emerald, it's rare he goes for a pinfall here, as Ricky Davis has been the one who's trying to finish off Johnny Emerald, but these two men have gone back and forth. What does Ricky Davis have planned for here as he puts Johnny back in the corner, some chops across the chest? Johnny, though, bringing Ricky to a corner of his own. No! Ricky quickly reverses it, and now he's going to put Johnny in the same position he's been in the last few times, and he's going to bring some knees to the midsection himself. It's going full circle here, ladies and gentlemen, as these two men in a back and forth match. A classic back and forth strong style wrestling match. These two men will not give up. They will not stop fighting as Ricky Davis is looking to deliver with that huge super kick to the head of Johnny Emerald. And now, good Emerald tap. Good Emerald tap. The ref isn't checking, and Ricky quickly releases the hold. I mean, that could have been a submission right there, but I don't think Ricky had it in deep enough, and I don't think the ref cared enough to check. But Ricky goes back to the high-flying district. He's telling Johnny Emerald to get to his feet. What could he be looking for here? Ricky Davis, huge DDT off the top rope, and that's curtains, ladies and gentlemen, 2. No! I thought that had to be it. A huge DDT off the top rope. That impact alone could have knocked out a lesser man, but Johnny Emerald continues to fight on as this showcase match gets into its last leg here. Ricky Davis bouncing off top rope. What is he planned for here? Huge DDT again. Ricky Davis is back in the driver's seat like he never left. Looking to do some major damage, but no, quickly misses. These two men are in a back and forth battle for the ages. Which man is going to give up? Which man is going to say die? Neither man is backing down. Johnny, though, fighting back. Johnny fighting back. Ricky returning in favor. Huge punch to the face. Huge slap to the chest. Johnny tells Ricky to hit him. Ricky does, and he quickly reverses it into an armbar. Into an armbar. Ricky's got the armbar. That could be it. Ricky's got it tight in, and Johnny's freaking out. I don't think Johnny has it. Ricky has it locked in, and Johnny's tapping. Johnny tells Ricky Davis to hit him, and Ricky turns it into an armbar and makes Johnny Emerald the God of War tap. the first ever victory in the debut. It is Ricky Davis coming out of that showcase match with the win. Pointing to his name on his shorts, it is Ricky Davis. And he is looking to make his mark here in SPW after a huge win against Johnny Emerald. You gotta think that makes his mark exactly how he wanted to. He came out hot. He put in some amazing offense. Johnny put in some amazing offense, but in the end, Ricky Davis came out with the victory with that beautiful armbar. You saw it. He was looking for submission all night, but here tonight, it is Ricky Davis with the debut victory. And we can only wait to see what the future holds for Ricky Davis as well as Johnny Emerald, or both of them made their debut here tonight. But next up, we have even better action. And I don't know how I can say even better actions because the night so far has been filled with amazing action, amazing moves, amazing wrestling. But later after this ad break, we are bringing it at you for the Junior Heavyweight Contendership match. We are here to find out who is going to face off against Ken Washington at Refuse to Lose. And we're going to see right now, coming up next, it is going to be Johnny Columbus debuting. Johnny Columbus against the debuting Ty Matthews for the Junior Heavyweight Contendership match. And we're going to see between those two men who goes on to face Ken Washington. But before we go with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have an interview backstage. As before the show, I got to sit down with the amazing Ray DeLucia. And I just want to share with you what he had to say before we get back to SPW action. So ladies and gentlemen, let me bring it down to you to that interview with Ray DeLucia right here. So Ray, you're really impressed in your debut as quickly you've become the most talked about superstar in the SPW locker room. I mean, many wrestlers have come up to me backstage talking about how they want to work with you. Many fans have drawn their eye towards you. Where do you think, after your debut, following all this attention that you've got, where do you think you're going to go from here?
Thank you, Adam. And as for your question, I think that there's only one thing that is calling me. Ray DeLucia has never stood down from a challenge. I have never backed away from doing what people thought was impossible because every day I wake up and question myself. What can I do today that I didn't do yesterday? Ray DeLucia wants to stake his claim at the SPW provincial title. Not only is it a career-defining moment to capture a title in your wrestling career, but at Refuse to Lose, the provincial title is going to be given to the winner of an 8-man gauntlet match. SPW Universe, you have already seen me take on one multi-man match and walk out victorious. I'm hungry for more. At Refuse to Lose, Ray DeLucia walks out as the first provincial champion. You can bet on it.
Well, big words from Ray DeLucia here tonight. We're going to bring it back to more SPW action following this interview. Ray, thank you so much for your time, and I can't wait to see what you're going to do next. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more SPW action following that amazing interview conducted by myself, the Enterprise Adam Epps, with Ray DeLucia. We are here with our Junior Heavyweight Championship Contendership match. We are going to find out who is walking out of this to face off against Ken Washington at Refuse to Lose. It is either going to be the man, the myth, the legend, the hero, Johnny Columbus, or it is going to be the debuting Ty Matthews. And I know a lot of people might question this decision, but I'll be honest, Johnny Columbus begged me for this opportunity, and I decided to give it to him. But I decided to challenge him with a man he's never faced off against before. A new debut, just like we've seen tonight, every other match, a debut, because SPW is all about creating new stars, creating new opportunities, and that is what's happening with Ty Matthews. But can the hero Johnny Columbus achieve his dream and go on to face Ken Washington, refuse to lose the Junior Heavyweight Championship? Or will Ty Matthews shock the world in his debut and come out of this against Ken Washington and have a shot to be the first ever Junior Heavyweight Champion? We're about to find out in this matchup right now. And I know Johnny Columbus hasn't been the most well-received person here in SPW, but he's made it clear he is chasing gold, he is chasing dreams, he is chasing titles here in SPW, and he won't stop until he gets one, and I think that's probably why he came to me backstage. But, I mean, regardless, This man is here, and he's looking to do his best against the debuting Ty Matthews, who is coming out next. Ladies and gentlemen, this is someone I am damn excited for. This is someone who challenges every single man backstage in the amount of swag he carries. It is Ty Matthews. And money is falling from the sky as Ty Matthews makes his debut. Damn sure it isn't my money. It must be some kind of fake dollar bill, because I can tell you right now, the Enterprise Adam Epson's not giving out money like this. But Ty Matthews is looking to make his mark here in SPW, and he is making one hell of a debut as the crowd is grabbing at all the dollar bills that Ty Matthews is throwing down from the ring. From the top of the arena, I should say. Ty Matthews making one hell of an entrance here tonight in SPW in his debut. I cannot wait to see this man in action as we get set for Ty Matthews versus Johnny Columbus for contendership for the junior heavyweight title next.
Seriously?
Oh my god.
This
I can't deal with this man talking anymore.
All that's stopping
I'm gonna say
me
something.
between going to refuse to lose for the SPW Junior Heavyweight title? Who the hell even is Ty Matthews anyway? I mean, seriously, who even are you? You know what? Don't answer that. Because the only thing that matters is Johnny Columbus, your hero, is going to be the first ever junior heavyweight champion after I easily dispose of this supposed wrestler. Get my champagne ready. And you, ref, get ready to count to 1, 2, 3.
No, stop this. Stop this. Johnny, I have had just about enough of your bullshit. We're only 1 month into this show, and you have already gotten on my last nerves. You know I gave you this opportunity because I wanted a young up-and-comer to have a shot at a prestigious title. But you had to go and ruin it. I could let Ty kick your ass and go on to win the SPW Junior Heavyweight title, but instead, I'm gonna make it even harder for you to make it to refuse to lose. You think Ty is your easy path to SPW glory? You think Ty is gonna be your easy win? Well, let me introduce you to the all-new third entrant into this match. Here tonight, joining this match between Ty Matthews and Johnny Columbus for the next spot in the SPW Junior Heavyweight title match, it's Anthony Rigoni. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for that interruption to your SPW action, but I just could not sit by while this man, Johnny Columbus, questioned one of my decisions. So I decided to call in some help from one of my very best friends, Anthony Rigoni, the Italian Nightmare. And I decided to make this a triple threat for the SPW Junior Heavyweight Contendership, because you know what? I'll say it. I don't care. I'll say it. My production crew's telling me not to say it, but they screwed up early tonight, so I'm gonna say it. Fuck Johnny Columbus. But coming out now is Anthony Rigoni, a man who damn sure is going to make it a million times harder for that idiot Johnny Columbus to make his way through, to refuse to lose. If he wants to talk all this shit about his easy path to the title, then I'm going to make it even harder. So ladies and gentlemen, we are starting this triple threat. And Rigoni immediately goes for that shit talker Johnny Columbus as Ty Matthews watches as the newest entrant in this matchup. But Ty Matthews isn't face at all as he's bringing some damage to Anthony Rigoni himself. I don't enjoy messing with my booking. I don't enjoy messing with my talent either. But there's just only so far a man can get pushed before he finally gives up and decides that, you know what, I've had enough and I'm going to make some changes. And Ty Matthews, I sincerely apologize to you. I know this is your debut and you didn't expect a triple threat to happen, but sometimes these things happen. You just got to roll with it. You still have an opportunity to become out of this the number one contender for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. But as it stands, I don't care. As long as Columbus loses, I am more than happy. Johnny Columbus, though, bringing it to Ty Matthews. Although, once again, with a triple threat, it does not matter how fast, how hard you bring it to one person. There's another man standing right behind you, looking to bring the fight to you. Just the same as Anthony Rigoni's fighting on Johnny Columbus. Now, Johnny Columbus and Anthony Rigoni have some history, and that's one of the main reasons why I chose him in this matchup. I mean, these two men have feuded before in GWW, and Anthony Rigoni has no love for Johnny Columbus, and that's why I brought him in this match. Obviously, Ty Matthews had faced off against neither of these men, but Ty, although he's getting brutal punches done to him by Anthony Rigoni, Ty needs to make a statement here tonight. He wants to make a statement. That's why I decided to give him this opportunity for the number one contendership. I gave him this opportunity because he wanted to be one of the hottest debuts. You have your opportunity here, Ty. Now make the most of it. Ty Matthews picking up Anthony Rigoni for an electric chair. What he's got for here into a suplex. But once again, quickly turns around into a slap by Johnny Columbus. The egotistical, stupid moron that he is Johnny Columbus. But Anthony Rigoni's got a chair right behind. Breaks up the pin. He is not going to allow Johnny Columbus to come out to victory. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a triple threat, but this is under different rules than regular SPW rules. We've seen before that other triple threats are elimination. This is not an elimination match. This is first pinfall to win will become the number one contender for the SPW Junior Heavyweight Championship. So whoever gets the pinfall first is gonna go against Ken and refuse to lose. Normally, SPW rules are elimination, but we decided to change it up because this was a last-minute change to this matchup. Johnny Columbus with the electric chair, switching it around. Hurricanrana! Ty Matthews doing some major damage to both Johnny Columbus and Anthony Rigoni. Two vets in the ring with a brand new commodity to SPW. And Ty Matthews just looking to make his mark. It is the battle of the Drip Kings as Ty Matthews goes face-to-face with Anthony Rigoni. But Ty Matthews is looking to do some major damage with a huge kick and stomp combo to Anthony Rigoni. Anthony Rigoni, by the way, who hasn't competed in SPW since week 1, where he lost his first matchup against Joey Steen, who's unfortunately out of action right now as Joey Steen is dealing with some issues away from the wrestling business, but we wish all the best to Joey Steen right now as Anthony Rigoni continues to bring the fight to Johnny Columbus. Ty Matthews, though, with a beautiful knee to Anthony Rigoni. He could steal it right here. Run, feet up, 2, no. I mean, there is no illegal moves here. There is nothing wrong with doing that. I mean, besides, pissing off someone like Anthony Rigoni, Ty Matthews obviously wants to win more than anything in this matchup, and that's why he reverted to putting his feet up on the ropes. But you saw it, Anthony Rigoni's pissed off as Johnny Columbus goes for the pinfall. No, doesn't get it. But Anthony Rigoni now, I mean, Ty Matthews might have just awoken a fire that is Anthony Rigoni. He might have just severely pissed off this man. And Rigoni could take out some serious damage now on Ty Matthews when he really was only looking to deal damage to Johnny Columbus. But once again, he goes back to the Luthez press onto Johnny Columbus. Turns around though. This could be it. Kiss my mat from Ty Matthews on Anthony Rigoni, but Johnny Columbus breaks up the pin. And once again, another slap to the face of Ty Matthews from Johnny Columbus. Ty and Johnny, though, jockeying for position as Anthony Rigoni comes back in the fray and punches out Ty Matthews. A little revenge for what he did to him earlier, putting the feet up on the ropes. Anthony Rigoni, though, reversing the leg trigger into a hurricanrana, popping up right into Ty Matthews, who sends him out of the ring. And Johnny could be looking to steal it. He could be looking to steal it. That could be it. 1, 2, no. Thank God he didn't get it. The twist of fate, but quick roll up. No, broken up by Anthony Rigoni. A twist of fate for Johnny Columbus could very much have finished the matchup. But Ty Matthews, quick wrestling maneuver there from Ty Matthews, right into a move from Johnny Columbus himself. These men are all calm when they're attacked. Even though you could get the upper hand against one opponent, the next opponent just shows up out of nowhere. Ty Matthews, though, looking for a huge lariat on a Johnny, who fights him off, but he's unable to fight off the Italian Nightmare, Anthony Rigoni. Tony drip as Tony now has Ty Matthews in his set, but no, he drops the elbow on a Johnny Columbus, swinging back fist right into the arm drag there. Ty just looking to deal damage to anyone. He doesn't care. Anyone can get the smoke. As a forearm to the back of the head gets Johnny Columbus. Ty, though, the beautiful powerbomb, unable to go for the pin because he knows Johnny Columbus is right behind him. All three men are not staying down for long because they know if they stay down for too long, the match could be over. All it takes is one pinfall. Anthony Rigoni sending Ty into Johnny, but Johnny stomping on Anthony right after that beautiful suplex. The goal of this match should be getting one of these men out of the ring, so it's a 1v1. That should always be the goal of a triple threat like this, but it doesn't look like any of these men are looking for that, as a huge RKO happened middle of the ring. That could be it. No. Anthony Rigoni, known for a beautiful cutter there, a beautiful move out of Randall Keith Orton's book there. Anthony Rigoni picking up that move a while ago, but he's just bringing the cutter into his arsenal. Not able to quite put away too many opponents with it yet, but pretty soon that will be the most dangerous move in sports entertainment. Johnny Columbus, powerbomb right into the kick by Ty Matthews. I don't know if Johnny knew Ty was there, but Ty certainly knows he was there as he's looking for a huge lariat to Johnny Columbus right into Anthony Rigoni, who sends Ty Matthews outside of the ring. What is Anthony Rigoni planned for here? Is he's looking to deal some damage on a Ty? Is he going to smash him right into the apron and onto the chair? Two of the hardest parts known to wrestling right now, and Ty shrugs it off. Ty currently studying for a graduate degree at No Cell University. Doesn't care that Johnny Columbus is bringing a kendo stick because he just punches him in the face and gets him to drop it. But Johnny Columbus quickly smashing the head of Ty Matthews into that concrete barrier. And now this could be the moment that Anthony Rigoni asked for. But no, sees him drop the elbow on a Ty Matthews on the outside. But now it's a 1v1 in the center of the ring. This is the moment that Anthony Rigoni is dreaming for. A 1v1. He needs to take quick advantage. He needs to go back to that cutter, and he needs to go for the victory. He looks for it, but no. It looks like Johnny Columbus quickly reverses it. That could have been the cutter to put everything away, but Johnny Columbus luckily was able to reverse it into a little twist of fate, but once again, unable to see that Ty Matthews is right there looking to knock out, to break up the pinfall, and Johnny Columbus is just too stupid to realize that. It's Ty Matthews who's taking advantage of this right now. Anthony Rigoni back to his feet, behind Ty Matthews, making sure he's not seen, stalking his prey And now he is seen by Ty Matthews, but it might be a little bit too late as Anthony Rigoni is looking to deal some damage on a Ty Matthews. Johnny Columbus right back up, but Anthony Rigoni doesn't care. Sending Johnny to the ropes. Johnny reverses it. Huge knee strike there. Ty playing a bit of possum in the corner, taking out both men. He doesn't seem to care, looking for the camera to get his beauty shot. Anthony Rigoni seems a little bit pissed off by that. Once again, trying to do some damage to Ty Matthews, but Johnny Columbus picks his moment, goes for the cover. No, broken up by Ty Matthews again. Ty Matthews is spoiling every single chance Johnny Columbus has at a victory here tonight. Ty, though, looking for a maneuver against Anthony Rigoni, but Anthony Rigoni dodges right into a move by Johnny Columbus. What does Johnny Columbus have planned for the Italian Nightmare? A face full of turnbuckle is what, and Ty Matthews sending Johnny into the corner. Slowing down the pace a little bit with these knees to the midsection. Now Ty has a chair, looking to use it on Anthony Rigoni, but Anthony Rigoni kicks it out of his hands and quickly smashes the back of his head onto that chair, hopefully to take him out for a few moments, but no. Ty Matthews getting right back up to his feet and looking to brawl with the Italian Nightmare once again. It is the battle of the drip, smashing his head into the chair, and once again, Anthony Rigoni just looking upset. Every time he has to deal with Ty Matthews, it seems like Ty Matthews is disrespecting the Italian Nightmare, and there's only so much Anthony Rigoni can take from this onslaught before he finally snaps. Johnny Columbus looking for the twist of fate once again, but Anthony Rigoni getting out of the way, unable to break away from the onslaught for much longer. We are now past the halfway point of this matchup, and still no man has said die. Johnny Columbus and Anthony Rigoni are brawling in the center of the ring right now. Johnny Columbus, though, smashing the head of Anthony Rigoni onto the mat. Going to the outside of the ring, could be looking for a weapon here. Bringing in a kendo stick, no. Decides to abandon the kendo stick when he says, Ty Matthew, get back in. Anthony Rigoni, though, taking out the trash. And Johnny Columbus could be looking for some major damage here. Ty Matthews taking advantage of both men down right now. Stomping out Johnny Columbus. Taking his opportunity. And he's looking to pick up Anthony Rigoni. What does he have planned for here with Anthony Rigoni? Ty with a huge knee to the head. A huge knee to the head of both men. Going for the cover. That could be it. 1, 2. No. That could have been it. Ty Matthews could have been on the road to refuse to lose against Ken Washington for the junior heavyweight title. But unfortunately, Johnny Columbus kicks out, jumps off the springboard, and comes back with a beautiful drop kick to Anthony Rigoni. And now he's brawling with Ty in the center of the ring. What does Ty have planned for here? Kiss my mat. Anthony Rigoni, though, taking advantage. Quick DDT, go for the cover. 1, 2, no. That could have been it. Anthony Rigoni could have stolen it from both Ty Matthews and Johnny Columbus. But it looks like Ty Matthews has other plans for the Italian Nightmare as he brings him to the corner and kicks to the midsection. Will hopefully take the Italian Nightmare out of this matchup for a short period of time as Ty Matthews has some damage to deal to Johnny Columbus. Ty Matthews trying to get the crowd involved, but quickly turns around to a grab. But no, Anthony Rigoni, even though he grabs Ty Matthews, Anthony Rigoni is getting sent out of the ring by Johnny Columbus. Johnny Columbus now trying to deal some damage to Ty Matthews, but no. Gets sent out of the ring himself, and now a huge kendo stick shot to Anthony Rigoni by Ty Matthews sends him out of the ring, and that could be just the moment as the two men, Ty Matthews and Johnny Columbus, the original two in this matchup, are now in the center of the ring. Ty Matthews reverses Johnny Columbus, going for what I could think could be the end of this match right now. Kiss my mat. Go for the cover. 1, 2. No. Doesn't get it. And Anthony Rigoni back into the ring. He looks to turn around Ty Matthews. Huge cutter, and that could be all she wrote. 1, 2, 3. Anthony Riccone is moving on to the Junior Heavyweight Championship match and refused to lose. He steals it away from Ty Matthews, and Johnny Columbus can only look on as there is nothing he can do as the Italian Nightmare, Anthony Riccone, gets the win here tonight. Let this be a lesson to everyone backstage. Don't ever try and anger the boss. Oh! And coming out now is Ken Washington to meet face to face with his opponent. I refuse to lose. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the champion of the culture coming down to the ring, Ken Washington. And Anthony Riccone is staring down at the man he will face off and refuse to lose. Ladies and gentlemen, the champion of the culture, Ken Washington, is here in SPW, and Anthony Riccone is sharing some words on looking from the outside of the ring right now. He is pointing at Ken. He is telling Ken that he will not get in his way from SPW titles, SPW championships. These two men are facing down and refuse to lose. Ken Washington, Anthony Riccone. And Anthony Riccone is giving props up to Ken Washington. He just fought in a long match, and Ken Washington might be in the head of the Italian Nightmare, Anthony Riccone, as Anthony gives up the ring to Ken Washington. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what kind of mind games Ken was playing at coming down to the ring, but Anthony quickly made his way to the back. He was touted from ringside. I think I heard him say, "I will see you at Refuse to Lose," and we will not fight a moment before that. We're going to have a clean matchup. Ken Washington versus Anthony Riccone. Refuse to Lose for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Well, I cannot wait to see those two face off. It is amazing whenever we get the chance to see the champion of the culture, Ken Washington, and Anthony Riccone coming back from his loss to Joey Steen in the Heavyweight Championship tournament, and now going after the Junior Heavyweight title. I mean, nothing could have worked out better than this. We are going to see these two men face off at Refuse to Lose, and the Refuse to Lose card just keeps looking better and better as we bring you more action in SPW. But coming up next is our main event. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be Cassidy Ray versus Lacy Smith, and that all comes right after this. Gentlemen, welcome back to more SPW action as we bring it down to the main event tonight. You heard it early in the night when Lacy Smith answered the call of Gigi Jordan. Lacy said, "I'm going to clear out the trash. I'm going to take on Cassidy Ray tonight because I'm going to show everyone that when I become champion and refuse to lose, that I'm going to be a fighting champion." But coming out first is Cassidy Ray, the woman who last week beat Ashley Asylum and is looking to continue her winning ways. I mean, obviously beating Ashley with a roll-up, and Ashley was very upset about that. But regardless, I mean, Cassidy Ray won in her debut. She's making a huge mark here in SPW, and she's going to continue that if she can possibly get a win against Lacy Smith, who very much could be the first ever women's champion in SPW. You got to think that if Cassie can pull out a win here tonight, she has her sights set on that women's title. Cassidy Ray looking ready for her matchup tonight against Lacy Smith in the main event of episode 4, the final episode before Refuse to Lose. And Cassidy Ray is looking to go into that pay-per-view, continuing her winning ways. But standing in her way is the woman who wants to make a mark here in Canada. It is Lacy Smith. Obviously, you had to think that Ashley Asylum was going to come out with Lacy Smith here tonight. I mean, Ashley, surprisingly in her ring gear here tonight, but Ashley lost to Cassidy Ray. Lacy said tonight that she was going to get her revenge on Cassidy for the roll-up victory that Cassidy got on Ashley, sorry. And Ashley joining Lacy must be wanting to watch this onslaught happen, as both women of Team Bestie are certain that Lacy is going to make quick work of Cassidy Ray here tonight. I can't seem to find Ashley on the outside of the ring. I think she might have quickly walked away from Lacy. I don't know what her plan is coming down to the ring right now. But right now, we're focused on Cassidy Ray and Lacy Smith as we get started in our main event. And it looks like, it looks like Ashley Asylum, welcome in, is joining me in the commentary booth as we kick off this match with Lacy Smith taking control. Ashley, welcome into the commentary booth. How are you doing?
Oh, just coming out here to support the future women's champion. She's out here giving shine to people that don't deserve it, but you gotta do charity work sometimes, You're looking great, though. I hope you're having a good night.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm having a great night. We have some amazing action, and this action's next, and it's a great match. I know you have some hard feelings about Cassidy Ray, obviously, with your match last week, but you gotta admit she does show some ability in the ring, some kind of ability.
Oh, absolutely. She wouldn't be here if she didn't, but she also doesn't know where she stands on the totem pole, and I'm sure Lacy's going to show her that tonight. I mean, look at her. She's in control the whole time. Insane.
Lacy's already putting in some work in tonight's match, but Cassidy, once again, Cassidy doing the same kind of strategy she had against you, where she never quite just lets off the gas. She never lets her opponent get a lot of that time. But I guess if I have you in the commentary booth, if you don't mind, I'd love to talk to you about last week, where that roll-up victory happened, and you seemed quite angry about it. But I want to know your feelings about going forward in SPW. Obviously, losing in your debut. Oh my God, Cassie just throws Lacy Smith in the rail there. But losing your debut, how do you think that impacts you here in SPW? How do you think you're going to move forward?
Well, first, I have to commend you on your bravery for saying that literally right next to me. Secondly, nothing changes. I mean, everybody gets a fluke. Every dog has its day. Teams that go 0-15 end up 1-15, yeah, I may have lost then, but that's only the start. Some people stumble and some people sprint, but in the end, it is what it is.
I mean, yeah, as Lacy Smith goes for the cover here, that could be the end of the match. No, just a 1 count. But, yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I mean, who knows, Cassidy Ray might end up losing this match here against Lacy Smith, and then Cassidy just goes on to lose the rest of the time here in SPW, and, you can rock it up. I mean, I guess another question is, if you're still planning to chase after that women's title, what happens if Lacy does end up... Oh my God, a huge powerbomb there from Lacy Smith. But what happens if Lacy does end up winning that world title? Are you going to go after Lacy Smith?
I mean, It wouldn't be the first time that we competed against each other, but obviously it would take a big thing for that to happen. When Lacy becomes the first champion, she's definitely going to hold it for a while, and I don't see that going any other way.
Well, thank you so much for the insight. I really appreciate it. We continue the match here tonight. I guess you'll be joining me for the remainder of this match, cheering on your friend Lacy, but we got to get to calling into action a little bit. Cassidy Ray and Lacy are showing quite the fight in the main event here tonight. Once again, in women's wrestling, just taking over Montreal, Quebec, Canada. But Cassidy Ray dropping Lacy. Lacy quickly getting back up to her feet. Lacy just does not want to stop fighting. Cassidy Ray does not want to stop fighting either. These two women have been back and forth. Well, we've been talking. These two women have been showing out.
Oh, absolutely. And as well as Cassidy's doing, you got to remember her last match, she won by a roll-up, and Lacy's went to time limit. So she's definitely got to be feeling it here. But not
definitely.
the most dominant showing, but I still think she comes out on top.
With that giant knee to the face of Cassidy Ray's got to be in a bad way. But yeah, you make a good point. Lacy did have, her first match against Louise Bates where she absolutely dominated Louise Bates in that matchup, and then she went to her second match, which was that time limit draw. But yeah, it is a fair point. These women are definitely on two different levels here in SPW, at least from what we've seen. But I've had my fair share of roll-up victories. I'm still an active wrestler. Cassidy Ray obviously quickly turning this fight around, but that's what I mean, is that these fights can change on a dime, and that's kind of how it is in the business.
Yeah, absolutely. But I just think Cassidy believes it's her time off of fluke, and she's definitely going to find out that there's a lot of more successful, hungrier, stronger women out there in this division. Big kick from Lacy, just knocks the blonde out of her head.
That could be it. That could be it. Ashley won. No! Oh my God.
That ref.
Huge.
You got the ref counting slow, man. He's got to...
I'll be honest, he wasn't my first pick to referee when I started up this company, but here we are.
I'll have to send Alyssa over to come hang out. I know people get mad at her, but she doesn't miss a call.
Big Alyssa fan.
Oh, this is bad.
Cassidy Ray going to the
Big
top
moment
row.
for Cassidy.
Huge connection on the body splash. Jumps damn near across the ring. Lacy trying to get some
brains.
Lacy trying to get some space. Does doing that. Huge stunner from Lacy Smith. What did she ever pull that out?
Oh, wait till you see what she pulls out next. A
Oh
little bit of
my
California
God.
dreaming.
That could be it. Once again, the ref going for the cover. 1, 2, no.
Insane.
Lacy obviously a little bit upset there.
Yeah. Cassidy, though, not well known for being a one-hitter quitter. You definitely got to beat the fight out of her.
You brought her a massive fight last week, and she still fought back and ended up coming with that victory. So Lacy obviously knows that, trying to finish off what you started. But
you just keep hammering on that. But still, remember, she had to roll me up to beat me. Okay, she had to sit on my hair to defeat me. And your ref didn't call it. That's something that you have to investigate. I didn't want to say it, but since it keeps getting brought up.
You know what? At the end of the day, I think it's just important to note that you didn't end up winning. And whether or not you're going to, address that, you keep talking about a roll-up. I could book you for another match against Cassidy. I am the booker here. We have refused to lose in a few weeks. I can book you against Cassidy Ray, and you guys, you could prove that it wasn't just a fluke. But I'm telling you that you lost to her, and that's kind of just how it was.
Yeah, but Cassidy's gonna get what's coming to her. She definitely bought what I have in store for her, and if that's in the ring or if that's otherwise, it just is waiting to be seen. I'm never gonna turn down a match at a pay-per-view, though.
Well,
you'd have to be insane to do so.
That's fair. It's a bigger payday. It's always a good time. Cassidy Ray, though, going for a comeback, trying to get some momentum in this matchup against Lacy Smith. Cassie still hasn't hit her Bohemian Rhapsody, a great way to finish off a match. She couldn't finish off the match against you, but going for the pin, can she get it? 2, no.
No, of course not. A leg trip? You think a leg trip is going to stop the Huntress?
I have to agree with you there. That wasn't the best call by Cassidy. She didn't
Absolute desperation.
kept up the steam, but throwing Lacy Smith to the outside.
Insanity.
I mean, she might want to do some damage on the concrete below, but ooh!
Oh,
drops
she
her
did.
knee.
She did some damage to herself.
Yeah, then she brings it right back to Lacy, though. That concrete, I mean, listen, it was an interesting call by me to do this concrete flooring. I think it adds a bit more to the matches, but yeah, it definitely does some damage.
Oh, absolutely. It's very unforgiving. I can say that from experience. Ooh. But also Cassidy landing herself on the concrete for a lot of these moves, not only doing damage to Lacy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the smartest decision. You don't want to stay on the outside for too long. That's just why we have these 10-second counts. Lacy, though, trying to get some damage into Cassidy on the outside. What's she planning for here? No, throwing her back in the ring. She doesn't want to spend any more time on the outside here. Lacy wants to get this match finished and done with as soon as possible, but Cassidy quickly stopping that.
Cassidy with a possum move? I'm shocked.
Cassidy.
I'm so shocked.
Going for the cover here. Could it be it? 1, 2. No.
No, never gonna happen. Not like that. Come on. Look at the frustration she has from her basic move, thinking that she had the match won.
I mean, Lacy is coming back here. Cassidy looks to be a little bit more comfortable now. She got some offense against Lacy. But Lacy just kicking the shit out of Cassidy Ray and throwing her back to the outside onto that concrete. Lacy seems to be a little bit,
look at her,
a little bit more
look at the confidence
in a dangerous mind, as she's looking to deal some real damage to Cassidy Ray.
This is someone that knows that she's going to win the match. You see the difference? Cassidy with the possum attacks, with the random jumps, with the having to take it outside. Lacy let her get back to her feet before she went out.
Well, Lacy
and now Cassidy throws her into the barricade.
Lacy was waiting inside the ring, but Cassidy just wouldn't join her until Lacy finally got out, and then just gets thrown into the barricade like that. Cassidy using every advantage she can.
All I know is Cassidy should stay over there, not come anywhere near us where she's safe, because she has a better chance in the ring.
Oh, and onto the stairs too, head first, holding the shin, maybe hit her shin against the stairs too. Lacy is getting beaten up on the outside by Cassidy right now. I mean, once again, I mean, this kind of has to show you something about last week where you got rolled up and now Cassidy's doing this damage on the outside of the ring, not fighting like what you would say a real wrestler would do. And you're seeing
it's desperation wrestling.
Yeah, you're seeing all this, and it's kind of just like a repeat of last week. I mean, Lacy might end up taking too much damage on the outside and might be counted out. Who knows?
Here she goes. She's going to run right back in. See, I told you.
Cassidy
She's got to run away from the fight, get the advantage.
Lacy going to meet her directly back into the ring.
Insane.
And
you know
throws
what?
her outside.
Epps, you've been wonderful, but I have something I got to do real quick.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to let you go.
Oh, and Ashley is running out of the commentary booth. What the hell's going on here? As Lacy looks on to Cassidy Ray. Cassidy Ray laying on the ground. I don't know what the hell Ashley's doing. She's running towards Cassidy Ray and a huge spear to Cassidy Ray on the outside.
I told you, Cassidy, that this was going to happen. This is exactly what you deserve. This is the spoiler I was talking about.
Oh my god, and the ref's calling the match right now is Ashley Asylum. And she's attacked Cassidy Ray and Gigi Jordan from behind. And she's attacked Lacy Smith. Our main event is out of control. And Gigi Jordan, well, Ashley Asylum is distracted by Cassidy Ray, is taking out her opponent and refused to lose. Gigi Jordan center of the ring. Ashley Asylum gets thrown out too. And Gigi Jordan stands tall as she takes out both Lacy Smith and Ashley Asylum. I guess Cassidy Ray has won that match due to disqualification from the attack from Ashley Asylum, but Gigi Jordan gets the last laugh as she appears out of nowhere just like Ashley did. And now she's celebrating the ring, sending a message to Ashley Asylum and Lacy Smith. Gigi Jordan is prepared to refuse to lose, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry our main event did not go down how I was planned. I was looking for a clear winner, but it looks like Ashley Asylum wanted to send a message to Cassie Ray, and she did that. All I can say regarding that is look forward to the match. I refuse to lose Cassie Ray versus Ashley Asylum. They have some beef to settle here in SPW, and they're definitely going to get to that. It's a shame we couldn't necessarily get anywhere else with this main event. But ladies and gentlemen, that has been it for episode 4 of SPW. And we will see you next time out when we come at you with Refuse to Lose. It is going to be an amazing... Well, it doesn't look like the World Heavyweight Champion wants to call it an episode just yet, as QC is making his entrance out in SPW. Ladies and gentlemen, I had no idea that this was going to happen tonight. This entire main event has been confusing, and it looks like QC just wants to add more to it. He's always trying to make my day worse. That's what Quentin Carter does, and he looks like he's coming out here with his shark behind him, Eddie J. And one can only wonder what the World Heavyweight Champion has to say, what the World Heavyweight Champion is prepared to do coming out here tonight. To the main event after the show, I was ready to go home. And this man just interrupts me finishing off the show and decides to come out here and hijack SPW. It's not like he hasn't done that before, but Quentin Carter looks to be signaling for a mic. He wants to speak here to the Montreal, Quebec crowd.
I don't know why y'all up here booing me, because y'all need to shut up because the champ is talking. Y'all stupid. Up here booing. Boo you. Boo your ugly mama. That's who you need to be booing. Boo that donkey looking girlfriend you got. You don't boo me. No, let me get focused. Anyway. Now, we are standing here today. Everybody, y'all are paying attention to me. All because we had one big dumb shark who couldn't do his job. And on top of that, the cheating tactics used by Seth Braun. Things, you can say they didn't turn out my way last week. But trust me when I say this though. Come Refuse to Lose, you already know who finna be walking out of there. Let me help you in case you don't understand. Still, your SPW heavyweight champion. Because unlike Seth brought and MDJ, or what that man? What's his name? HMP? EMP. What? Y'all know who I'm talking about, to do with the initials. That just, you know, he just want to be in the ring with greatness. I get it. Unlike them, I don't choke in the big moments. But you know what? I'm not out here to talk about that because I done already made that simple. Y'all actually already knew that. But because, see, really, you already know I'm going to be holding this title for a long, and I mean a long time. But let's talk about the present. And apparently, we got a little issue. Hey, little issue. Why don't you come on down here to the ring so we can talk?
Well, Eddie J joining QC in the ring. What does QC call his shark over for? Oh my God!
Just to be clear, you failed last week. You supposed to be my shark and protect me. But last time I checked, having me lose to a 3-letter dummy is not in your job description.
Holy!
All I'm going to say is this. You better make it up to me soon. Do you not know the only reason you got a job here right now is because of me? If you don't get on your job, you won't be looking for another one. Oh, can you hear me now? Do we have an understanding?
Oh! Stop by Eddie J! And it looks like another man has come out to join the fray. since we're having such a crazy post-main event segment here, Jeremy Barbar, the workhorse, has shown up out of nowhere. We haven't seen this man since he competed in the Heavyweight Championship tournament, losing to MBH. And now he comes out here to interrupt QC and Eddie J. QC slapping the face of Eddie J, blaming him for losing to MBH's Seth Brawl last week. And now Jeremy Barmore shows up? What the hell is going on here? Well, Jeremy Barmore also calling for a mic. It seems like we're about to find out why the workhorse is here.
You know, after the SPW heavyweight tournament happened, I was pretty upset. There's a reason I call myself the workhorse, and I didn't live up to that night. The next few weeks following that, I felt bad for myself. I didn't believe I deserved to be a part of the SPW roster. But something happened here that brought me out of feeling sorry for myself, and I decided that I needed to get down here and stand up for what's right. I've seen you debut here, make your mark, arguably one of the most statement-making debuts that one can make, and since then, you have been nothing but a big disappointment. You used to be someone I looked up to, someone I believe in, and now, I don't even recognize you anymore, man. And that's why I refuse to lose. Your boy, the workhorse Jeremy Barmore, is challenging you to a match to try to remind you of who exactly you used to be.
Oh, wow, suck your mama titty. Ain't nobody, bruh. I didn't set out here to be your role model. I didn't come up here and say, hey, let me pattern myself for the kids that's coming behind me so that, you know, they can have somebody positive to look up to. This ain't the time for all of this, bruh. You could have sent me an email or wrote me a note card or something like all these other idiots out here. I already got a match. And you already know. you know you ain't in it.
Hey, yo, QC? I wasn't talking to you.
No way! Jeremy Barmore is calling out Eddie J to a match and refuse to lose.
Let me get this straight, because maybe I'm a little bit slow. You coming out here to challenge my shark? You know, I thought you was a little off before, but now I see you are legit dumb. Bruh, Eddie don't listen to you. He listen to what I tell him to do. And if I say it ain't no matches, it ain't no matches. It don't matter if it's against a top tier talent or if it's against a jobber like you.
I accept.
Whoa!
I accept the challenge, Barmore. I'll see you at
No way.
Good. That's what I was hoping for. You better bring your A game though, Eddie, because I won't stop whooping your ass until you remember who you are.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have found out why Jeremy Barmore has made his way to the ring with QC and Eddie J. And it was to challenge Eddie to a match I refuse to lose. So it looks like it's going to be the workhorse versus the shark. I refuse to lose, and QC does not look very happy about it. As we end up that segment, we have ended episode 4 of SPW. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a fantastic night, and we will catch you for more Syndicate Pro Wrestling action at our next show, our premium live event, Refuse to Lose. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen.